Chase Scacchi, Futon, out of the box, or out of the wall, and this one is Criterion, The Player, Tim Robbins, a movie by Robert Altman, Fred Ward, Whoopi Goldberg, Peter Gallagher, The Player. As you can see, it's film news. Let's go watch The Player, because I really don't know what this is about. So what is The Player about? Well, it's pretty simple. Tim Robbins, I would call him a kind of producer where he listens to people's story pitches of writers. Basically, he has a bunch of writers readings, and he's like, tell me your story. And they'll be like, blah, 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 blah. He's like, okay, cool, thanks. And later in the story, you realize that he's like, I have to hear this 12,000 times, but the studio only greenlights 12 of them that we actually make. But one of the writers is sending them postcards, death threats, basically saying, I will kill you. You listen, you're not listening to me. I'll have a good story. It's been 5 months. You said you're going to call me back. What the heck? And so now Tim Robbins is trying to figure out who is trying to kill him. And he accidentally kills someone. Oh, that wasn't really an accident, but he kills someone. And is that the right person he killed? And now his life is like one of his movies of cops after him or writers after him. And who is this new June character in the picture? So did I like this movie? Not really. Okay, so I understand this movie is supposed to be like a satire of Hollywood and how it shows that Hollywood has a bunch of pricks in it, and that's 100%. First off, there's cameos in this for, I'm going to go off the rant with this one kind of. Cameos for days. You have John Cusack, you have Jeff Goldblum. This movie was in 92, so a lot of those stars shares in it. They're not really in it, they're just kind of in the background. And I find that kind of fun that they're kind of putting this on the Hollywood scene. But there's a lot of pricks in this movie of like, they're not giving a fuck about anyone. All they care about is themselves. And if that is Hollywood, goddamn, I understand why they didn't want to make this movie. Because I think it was Robert Altman, the director, I was watching this say, like, no one wanted to make a movie about Hollywood because they don't want to really know how Hollywood really is. And on that aspect, I enjoyed the movie doing this. Because even when you think about it in today's day and age throughout, there's not a lot of movies based on Hollywood. You have the Angelina Jolie, David Lynch one, Mulholland Drive. You have The Player, you have Tropic Thunder, but everything else is all, Hollywood's good except some of these ones that make actors pretentious assholes and producers and everything like a horrible business. But with this, character choices and what this leads to, just, it didn't float my boat in my opinion. Tim Robbins' character, he's an asshole. There's a scene basically he's kind of with a girlfriend, and he meets this June character, and he kind of falls in love with her. And this pompous asshole decides to ship her off to New York, but then take this June character, who's not even his girlfriend, to a party with thousands of people in Hollywood that know that he's going out with this other person. Like, he's just a pompous prick. And I wanted him to die in this movie. Like, every scene is like, I want Whoopi Goldberg, because she's a cop, to catch him. I want this guy to get caught. And he never does. So I guess that is kind of why I'm leaning to not liking this movie. Nothing kind of goes wrong in this guy's life, even though he's a pompous asshole. I'm trying to think of the right word, but it's not coming to me. But like, he does something wrong. Nothing bad happens to him. He goes to this rich-ass place in Nevada because he wants to stay hidden. Nothing bad happens to him. He cheats. Nothing bad happens to him. Actually, at the very end, something good happens to him. Multiple good things happens to him for him doing shitting on people, for him fucking with people's lives, for just doing everything weird. And I do like, though, some aspects of that, as well as this guy did a really good pitch, right? No Actors is all about real life. But they get Julia Roberts and Bruce Willis, and he changes up the ending because he's like, all they want to see is happy endings. I am writing a screenplay on another side where it is literally not a happy ending at all. And I think people need to realize that's the fucking truth in life. That not everything has to be a happy ending. Because a lot of people, I've seen like a lot of people in Hollywood have happy endings. A lot. So The Player, the guy that wrote the book, wrote the screenplay. So there's nothing wrong with the screenplay. It's just the characters I just despise in this movie. And I don't like that at all. I mean, I understand what they're going for. I understand they want to make Tim Robbins an asshole character. I really understand it. But just me getting behind this guy and like how maybe this movie was supposed to piss the audience off. And if that's true, they did the job phenomenally. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to give Robert Altman the benefit of the doubt that he wanted to make a movie that wanted to piss off Hollywood and piss off the people watching this movie on the outskirts of Hollywood, to actually say Hollywood, it has a bunch of douchebaggery. So I'm giving him a benefit of the doubt on that one, and we're going to give the player a 3 out of 5 with Futons. He goes at 60%. So see the Critics News Scores gave this one. All right, so you have the critics at 98% with the 64 of them, and the audience score at 84% with 20,589. Here's critic consensus. Bitingly cynical without scumbling to bitterness, The Player is one of the all-time great Hollywood satires, and an ensemble-driven highlight of the Altman oeuvre. Alright, so if it is a satire of what Hollywood's supposed to be like, or is it making fun of Hollywood, or is it kind of just saying, I don't know. All I know is I watched this, I thought I was going to enjoy it because it was like a murder mystery, and I do like that murder mystery aspect, but the Tim Robbins character and what he does to the lady and what Hollywood is about. Anyway, do you agree with the 98? The 84 are my 60. Chase out the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Well, no things Blue Futopia. You Blue Futonians. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Have you seen The Player? Have you even heard of The Player? Let me know anything down below. Or am I just cray-cray in the bray-bray? What?